So knees are together, hips are back by the heels. Just walk the fingertips back toward the heels and the foreheads on the mat. And as you start to envision yourself there as this little seed, imagine that within that seed you can plant an intention deep into the core of the earth to grow with the richest, most fertile soil, the nourishment and support that you need to make your intention fully realized. Just like trees with their roots that grow down into the earth, they link and interconnect, reaching out to all the other tree roots, sharing the nutrients and the soil and the nourishment, growing so tall and strong. And just picture yourself at the beginning here as this little seed, early in our practice, breathing gently into your body as if you're taking your first breaths ever. And send so much loving kindness through the body with this breath. And feeling firmly connected, rooted down into the earth, connected to others here in this group and beyond, others doing their yoga and spiritual practices, connecting with their highest self, their highest good all around the world. And just take a deep, full breath now into the body with, again, so much loving kindness and so much presence for you, for yourself in this moment. Notice what your experience is right now in your body, just kind of affirming your physical presence now here in this little seed shape. How do you feel in your back, in the upper back, and the shoulders as you breathe a little deeper into that space? Now you breathe in a little more into a space that feels tight, gently encouraging a small breath at first in those areas that feel tight. And then stay focused on that area or those areas that feel slightly constricted. And with each subsequent breath, invite a little bit of a deeper inhale to nourish and gently encourage places that are less open. With so much loving kindness and so much tenderness, breathing into those spaces. And being completely at one with your breath in this moment, you feel like the outer layer of your body starts to blur. And the deeper, the longer the breath here, more any jagged edges, any constriction within starts to smooth out and dissipate until you feel like a little ball of softly glowing, radiant energy, a soft, glowing red color throughout your whole body. Again, feeling rooted, connected, and grounded in love, loving kindness, and support. So we unfold the petals of the lotus flower, starting here with the root chakra. Again, as I mentioned, this month flowing through each of the chakras. We'll focus on the first and the second in class today. The first, Muladhara. Growing down through our roots, anchoring us into commonality and into this collective conscious, bringing us home to the earth, says Anodia Judith in this beautiful Eastern Body, Western Mind book, Psychology and the Chakras as a Path to the Self. So let's just bring the hands out in front of you at prayer and start to feel those emotional electrical currents and waves and pulsing in your fingertips, starting to just feel that super connection. Each fingertip connects. Let that symbolize, again, your connection within and with all. Take a deep full breath there into that intention that you're planting into the earth deeply. Love, self-love, connection, whatever your intention is this morning. We're gonna place the hands flat on the floor, just pressing the palms into the earth with one more deep breath, just sending that energy down through your hands. And exhale, feel the energy radiating into the earth through the palms. Nicely done. Take your time. We'll inhale, allow the eyes to blink open and find a table pose immediately with some core awareness. So drawing the low ribs and the low belly. Kind of in like you're zipping up some kind of pants that go all the way up maybe to your solar plexus chakra. So you're feeling the core draw in your table pose and you're feeling a nice flat back. Good, and then we'll slowly start to flow through some cat-cow. So inhale, drop the belly, open the heart, smile the collarbone. Exhale, tuck the chin to the chest, arch the back. Breathe into the back of the body. Breathe in behind the ribs. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart. Again, smile the collarbones. You feel them reaching up and open, shoulders draw back. Exhale, tuck the chin to the chest, arching the back and the spine, making that beautiful rainbow arc. Inhale, drop the belly, open the heart, continue flowing at your own pace and at your own breath. Nicely done. Good, just continue there, breathe deeply, connect and feel. Visualizing this rainbow of chakras from the root to the crown, just like the colors of the rainbow, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and then mostly a white crown chakra. Starting to take any other movement that you are craving there. So maybe some little turns left and right, flowing a little bit faster or slower. Feel the rootedness down through your hands. You feel your meridians, your connective tissue, your energies, all interlinked and connected, working together with the chakras. Flowing with your deep, deep breath. And then just another breath here. And we'll find table pose. So on your inhale, we'll walk the left hand a little bit over toward the right. Sweep the right arm out and up toward the sky. Deep breath in, open across the heart. Look up towards your right fingertips. And as you exhale, stretch and reach that right arm as far as you can over to the left. If the right shoulder doesn't come to the mat, no worries. You can bring a little blanket or a pillow right underneath that right shoulder. Feel that beautiful spine twisting and opening gently. Breathe into it. See if you can lengthen your breath a little bit longer, getting freshly oxygenated breath between the vertebra of the spine. Exhale, staying there, gently twisting. Let your shoulders relax. Let yourself simultaneously open, connect within, stretch, and twist. One more breath on this side. Deep full breath into the count of 4. And at the top of that breath, take another big, big breath in, filling up as much as you can. And then exhale all the way out. We'll slowly walk the right hand back over and sweep the arm up to the sky. Looking at the fingertips, stacking the shoulder on top of the other, and then bringing the hand down. Good. Walking the right hand over to the left. We'll root down into the right hand, sweep the left arm open, opening across the chest, reaching it up to the sky. Good, Alicia. Yes, yes. And then exhale, sweep the left arm down and through, resting the left shoulder on the mat. Again, if the left shoulder didn't come to the earth, you can always bring a blanket there. So breathe into your spine again as if it's the first time you've breathed into it, and you're getting really curious here about where the breath flows, how your energy's flowing today. Deep full breath in. Just feeling that rainbow of chakras from the root to the crown, your energy body. 72,000 energy pathways. So magnificent, all working together in harmony. With the chakras, the emotional body, the energy body, physical body. And one more deep, long breath in on the side. Breathe in a little bit more. Nice with the bind, Angie. Going for it. And then exhale, we'll bring the right hand to the earth. Sweep that arm out to the sky, out and up. Look toward the fingertips. Bring that hand down to the earth. Good. Now walk the fingertips forward, out in front of you. Really root down into the index finger, the thumb, and the knuckles. Send that intention and that energy down to the earth, and we'll lift the hips, downward facing dog. And pedal the feet, bend the knees left and right, shake the head, yes and no. Feel your tailbone really stretch to the sky and think about that root chakra area. So we want that tailbone to be in the center, lifting up, right? Then you can feel like your sit bones pressing up and then simultaneously kind of out to the opposite side. So your left sit bone reaches up and to the left, the right sit bone reaches up and to the right. So you feel like the sit bones really spread out, up and out. Then inhale, move from the core and float to your plank pose, drawing the navel to the spine, moving through the core all the way there. Nice, yes. Exhale, we're gonna slowly walk the hands back to the feet and come to Muladhara, bending the knees. Early in class, I know, walk the hands all the way back, squatting back down, all the way there. So we'll inhale with the elbows to the insides of the knees, hands to the chest of prayer. You can always stack up some books, like a whole bunch of them, or put a block underneath your tailbone and sit there. But we're only staying for a second. And exhale, hands to the earth, lift the hips, and slowly walk the hands all the way back to down dog. And pedal the feet, shake the head, yes and no, let the head hang. The spine is long and lengthened, radiant. And we'll inhale, draw the belly up and in, float to your plank. Hatches wants to hold me up, that's helpful. This time in plank, send the heels back behind you. And just like we did in table, draw the low belly in. Good, and exhale, out with a sigh through your mouth. Relax the shoulders, Imagine your body is like a cloud floating over the earth, right? Mind over matter here a little bit. And then we'll slowly walk the hands back to the feet. Bring the feet a little wider, ankles in, toes out, coming back to Muladhara. Drop the hips, open the heart. Breathe in. Deep full inhale here. Lengthen through the crown of your head as your root chakra feels like it's rooting down to the earth. Exhale. Good. Deep breath in, hands to the earth, and slowly walk them forward, like planting them with intention all the way up to down dog. So we'll bring the right leg up to the sky. Look back at the right toes. The right toes are pointing straight down. And as you exhale, hug the right knee into the belly. Really arch the back. Look in between the hands, zip up the core. And then exhale, step the right foot through to your lunge. Just as far as it'll go today right now, if you didn't go all the way to the fingertips, you bring the hand to the calf and then step it up. Left foot meets the right, bowing deeply. So root to rise, sweep the arms out and up, hands at prayer, again connecting, pulsing, energy through the fingertips, come onto the toes, reach up higher. And then exhale, lower the heels, bend the knees, diving forward with purpose and intention, bowing inward to your truth in this moment here. Inhale, lift and lengthen, open the heart, fingertips to the shins, relax the shoulders. Exhale, folding right foot to a lunge. Drop the right knee, open the heart. Breathing in, lift the chin. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Exhale, sinking into that right hip. And we'll lift the right knee, left foot back, downward facing dog. Don't worry about it if you're new to yoga and just figuring this all out, just doing the best you can. Rome wasn't built in a day. Inhale, we'll bring the left leg up to the sky, look back at the left foot. Shift weight through the left heel, stretch the body in all directions. Exhale, hug the left knee into the chest. Hug it in a little higher, and step that foot to your lunge. Open the heart, breathe in, connect. Exhale, deep breath out, right foot steps forward, bow inward, root to rise, inhale, hands to prayer, reach all the way up. Exhale, diving down, bending at the knees, folding inward. Open here, inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, draw inward as you bow. Left foot back to a lunge, all the way back, left knee to the earth, open the heart, breathe in. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Think about lengthening the space between the heart and the third eye. Good, right foot back, down dog. Inhale, float to a plank pose. And then exhale, drop onto your left and then your right forearm. Just send your heels back, draw the low belly in, relax the shoulders, and breathe. Nicely done. We'll bring the right hand to the mat and left. Lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhale to a plank pose. Exhale, slowly lower to chaturanga. The elbows squeeze in toward the ribs. Beautiful. Up dog or baby cobra, roll over the toes. Feel the heart reaching in all directions. Toes rooted. Downward facing dog. Let's bring the knees to the mat and the hips to the heels. Downward facing, child's pose, balasana. And here, again, sensing the magnificent science that makes up your whole body. Meridians, the nadis, the chakras. You feel your root chakra rooting down and back. And 2 inches below the navel and 2 inches in toward the spine, you feel Svadhisthana, the second chakra. And instead of the earth being the element and like the root chakra, we have the watery element of the second chakra, the sacral chakra. So it's around upper tailbone area, 2 inches below the belly, 2 inches in. Start to sense an orange glow in that space. We'll activate that as we flow through some core poses, as we just started to do. And then we'll use this core to get into some harder poses later. And hips, hip openers. Take a deep full breath into your whole body. And as you exhale there, lift the hips up and back to downward facing dog. Really spread the fingers wide. Root down through the fingertips. Belly draws up and in. Hips to the sky. Exhale there. We'll bring the right leg up and back. This time bend the knee and open the hip. So press evenly into both hands. Take an inhale into your whole body. As you exhale, hug the right knee into the chest, float forward, look in between the hands, and step the right foot to your lunge. So we're gonna find some strength in our legs and our core, and just reach the arms behind you before we come up to a high lunge. So the right knee is on top of the right ankle, the left heel is pressing back, and the shoulders are relaxed. Just breathe. Notice the muscles activating. Big muscle groups in the little tendons, ligaments, holding everything together. They start to kick in after a few breaths. Nice, and we'll root all the way down. We're so grounded. High lunge, rising up. Draw the low belly up and in. We'll bring the hands to prayer. Step the left foot up and in. Warrior 3. Deep full inhale here just for a moment. Send that left heel back behind you. Lengthen the whole torso. Maybe lower a little bit as you draw the belly up and in. Now exhale, slowly bring the left knee in toward the chest. Give it a squeeze. Root the left foot down. We'll bend the knees and sweep the arms up. Utkatasana. So you're in your chair pose. The toes are lifting. Here is where you also want to feel the tailbone drawing straight back, and then the hip bones straight back and out. Relax the shoulders. Exhale, bow forward, forward fold. Step the right foot to a lunge and bring the hands to the inside of the left foot. Lizard lunge, pulsing forward and back there. Noticing what kind of energy you feel there, blood flowing, chakra energy moving. How do the hips feel today? Each time we open them in a different way, in a different pose, they might feel tighter, they might feel more open. So we just notice with curiosity and without any judgment. Kind of tuning in. What is that sensation? How do you feel? And then left foot back to plank. Take a deep full breath in your plank pose again. Tuck the tailbone, draw the low belly in. Exhale, half or full chaturanga, lower with your breath. Beautiful work. Inhale, up dog or cobra, roll over the toes and open the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. So I'm gonna do just one little chaturanga tutorial. If you guys are chaturanga pros, just bring the knees to the mat and chill out in child's pose. Am I frozen or no? Just Okay, just one person's frozen. Okay, sorry. So let me just do a little chaturanga tutorial. For any newbies, so we'll inhale. For a chaturanga, you come forward to plank pose. And when you're new, you slide the toes all the way back. You bring the knees to the mat and the toes down. So there's kind of like a diagonal angle from the knees to the shoulders. It's like a slash, right? Not it's like a straight line, but it's not horizontal or vertical. But then you want to bend the elbows and then lower down a little bit more, almost to horizontal. And you can press back up from there. So when you hover down, you only come down to where the elbows kind of touch the sides of the ribs. And you press back up. You try to maintain that contact with the toes. So try a couple of these kind of half chaturangas here if you're new or you want to work on building up the triceps for a minute. And then from there, you go into a baby cobra. So you lower down halfway. Then the belly does drop to the mat. You press the hands down, squeeze the elbows in, and open the chest, looking up. And then we lower a little bit, roll over the toes, lift from the tailbone up to the sky to down dog. We'll all meet in a downward facing dog. Nice, we'll bring the left leg up to the sky, down dog, split. Bend the left knee and open the left hip. Exhale, hug the left knee in toward the belly, float the shoulders over the wrists. Hug it in a little higher. Lengthen the neck. Step the left foot through to your lunge. Inhale, rising up, high lunge. Good, and we'll exhale, reach the arms forward, and then slide them back behind you. So you're looking down towards your left toes, really relaxing shoulders. Maybe you roll them back. Send the right heel back a few more inches. Stretch the Achilles. Belly scoops up and in. Feel that long line of radiant energy, that strong you. Belly drives up and in. Then rise up, high lunge, inhale. Great work. Hands to prayer. Step the right foot up and in a few inches and rise up, warrior three. Feel balanced here. You want to think about the front of the torso and the right leg being evenly kind of heavy. So press back through that right heel. Good, relax the shoulders. We're slowly and mindfully gonna just draw that right knee in toward the chest, give it a big squeeze, and then root the foot down. Come to your Tadasana mountain pose. Take an inhale here. Draw the low belly in, root through the feet. And exhale, let something go. Inhale here in your mountain pose. You're perfect. Beautiful mountain, so strong. Magical, just breathing in, feeling the roots of the mountain, drawing into the earth through all four corners of your feet. Feel the crown of the head lengthening to the stars. Feel all the 72,000 energy channels pulsing through your body. Nicely done. So we're gonna sink back into your chair pose, Utkatasana, sinking the hips low, drawing the belly up and in. And this time we're gonna bring the hands to prayer, taking an inhale. And exhale, we'll bring the right elbow to the outside of the left thigh. You'll have the left thumb up by the left shoulder, but maybe then you start to draw it down towards the heart center. The right knee might kind of pop out. See if you can draw it back. Nice job. Deep breath in here. Scoop the low belly up and in. Lengthen the whole torso. Notice your face. Take a deep breath in, send loving kindness to yourself. Exhale, twist a little further. The radiant chakras are glowing beautifully. Another breath. Keep breathing in. Exhale, twisting, feeling that self-love in your heart, doing something so great for yourself. Inhale, sink back into your chair, reach the arms up, Utkatasana. Exhale, just pour the body over the legs, emptying out, forward fold, let something go. Yeah, pedal the feet, bend the knees, left and right. Take any movement you're craving. We'll just take a breath here. A full acceptance for however your class is going today. Full acceptance for yourself in every moment, knowing every practice is different. Thinking about 72,000 energy channels, chakras, the physical body, different things going on. Every day feels a little bit different. It's giving it your best every day, tuning into your radiant aura, investigating and noticing, how do you feel? Without judgment, full acceptance. We'll sink the hips back. Utkatasana, deep breath in. As you exhale, hands to prayer. Left elbow to the outside of the right thigh. And spinning open, right ribs on top of the left. Belly drops kind of up and in, or scoops up and in. Mine must have dropped, so that was a Freudian slip. I'm like, belly drops. That's what happened with mine just there. Inhale, lengthen from the root to your crown. Think about the first and second chakras engaged. Root drawing back, evenly left and right. Svadhisthana, drawing up and in. Twisting, one more breath. Feeling the left ribs rotate underneath the right. Good. We'll sink the hips low, sweep the arms back up, bring the hands to prayer. Feel that connection. Relax the shoulders, open the heart. And exhale, interlace the hands behind the head. Press the head back into the hands. One more breath. Bring the elbows back behind you. Draw the low belly in. You got this. Another breath, why not? Exhale, dive forward. Step the right foot back to a lunge. Bring the hands to the inside of the left foot. Deep breath in here. Notice how that right hip feels. Exhale, let something go in this moment. Tune into your inner joy, your energy, your frequency here. Vibing through the Ethernet with others in our group. Exhale completely. Nice. Step that foot back to a plank. Take an inhale. And exhale, we'll stack the heels to the right. Sweep the left arm up for a side plank. So when the universe is not exactly working with you, Patches always likes to have her own mat. Try to give her one. Maybe that'll work. Let's see. That's your mat over there. Take another breath in your side plank. Whoop. And then exhale back to plank pose. Take a deep breath in. I'll do a half chaturanga with you guys again, just like that tutorial I did before. We're going to drop the knees, drop the toes, lower halfway. Then drop the belly, open the heart, hug the elbows in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal the feet, bend the knees, left and right. There we go, it worked. Broaden across the shoulders. Think about drawing the armpits straight down to the earth, bending the elbows a little bit, and keep drawing the armpits straight down, broadening across the upper back. Bend the elbows a little bit again, down and out. Draw the armpits straight down. Broaden across the upper back. Good. Inhale to plank. Move from the core. And then exhale, take your side plank on the other side. Deep breath in. Open across the heart. Stack the shoulders. Feel free to drop the knee down. Beautiful modifications and variations. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Lengthen the crown of the head. Bring the head back an inch or two. Good, Molly, as if you had your hands behind your head, right? Lengthening and opening the heart. Another breath in, lift the outer hip up to the sky, feeling light like a cloud floating over the earth. Exhale back to plank pose. Take an inhale there, draw the core in. Exhale, lower half or full chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra, you got this. Energy flowing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Bring the knees to the mat, hips to the heels. Child's pose, well-deserved. This time, maybe knees mat width distance. Just drop the belly in between the thighs. Feeling so much connection within in your heart. Notice what's been coming up with full acceptance. And with every exhale, we're just letting go of anything a little bit more that doesn't exactly serve us in this moment, that you don't feel like belongs here or belongs in your mind. You're actually not even sure where it came from. It wasn't like your own thought. It just popped into your head. Happens to all of us. Those early imprints. That's why we focused on the root chakra. We're so impressionable and young. Things are said to us in certain ways, repeated. They're taken into the body and deep and planted into our unconscious mind. So what happens is they start to trickle through the unconscious to how we kind of filter things, see things, feel, experience the world. And we don't even realize that. We carry this. Every time it comes up a little bit, we just let it go and we try not to focus on it because we don't want to, right? Who wants to focus on any negative thought that comes up or I can't, or I'm not worthy, or I'm not good enough, or any of those things? We don't want that here, and it happens to all of us. If you look at that thought when it pops up with loving kindness and with a little bit of curiosity, where did that come from? Right? That's not you. You know who you are. And just love all of the feelings and thoughts, but let go of the ones that you feel like need to be seen with a little loving kindness, but then let go of. Take another deep breath in, engaging the root chakra, Muladhara, and Svadhisthana, the second chakra, picturing the red and then the orange glows, the channels of energy flowing through you, your radiant body, your miraculous self. And as you exhale, let that go. Okay, we'll lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Sorry for the internet troubles, Alicia, that you're having. Happens to the best of us, right? I know. Nice job persevering. She keeps jumping back in. All right, so when you're ready, let's go ahead and bring that left leg to the sky. Bend the left knee, open the hip. Exhale here, stretching the body in all directions. We're going to hug the left knee into the belly. Step it through to your lunge. Open the heart, look forward. Now we're going to step the right foot forward and come into Muladhara again. So right foot steps forward, heels come out, drop the sit bones, open the heart. So you're going to think about, as I said by accident before, like the belly dropping forward, right? Because mine just did again. So think about drawing the second chakra up and in. So what happens is it comes out right in Malasana. It's just natural. You have to think about engaging the muscle to draw it up and in. And the reason we're doing that is so that we can practice crow. You're like, what is this for? So take another breath in, feel the root chakra dropping down, the second chakra up and in. Thinking about that line of energy up through the crown of your head. Relaxing shoulders, lengthening the spine. And then as you exhale, we're going to bring the hands to the mat. Straighten the legs, step the feet back a little bit, bring the knees to the mat. So for beginners for crow, every time we do any kind of an advanced stage, the way we don't end up feeling like FOMO or, oh my gosh, look at those people doing that, is we do like one or two steps, right? And I wish someone had beaten that into my head a little bit early in yoga, because I feel like for a year I just sat there and like watched the show and was like, wow, look at like so-and-so's crow, look at Susie's crow and her, you know, and I was just cheering them on and being like, one day I'll do that once I get all these other poses. But what I didn't realize is you have to start with the pose that you're in and learn like the first step and then the second step. And then you try those over and over again, instead of thinking that like, because you're getting better at yoga overall, that crow is just one day going to happen, right? I feel like that's what I thought for a long time. So let's just do the first step. So we're going to bring the knees mat width distance, hands to the earth. If you're a crow expert, go ahead and come into it and have some fun. Otherwise, if you're new and you want to try it out, again, knees are mat width distance. Let's just try to bend the elbows back a little bit toward the knees and then lower the heart. So then press back up. Again, we're going to just lower the elbows straight back. Let them kind of touch the thighs and the knees. Look straight in between the hands. And then think about looking out a little bit further. And then imagine that your shins and your toes are off the earth. You're like, wow, right? Straighten the arms. Whew. Take another breath right there. This is our last time just doing this. And then you'll exhale. Just bend the elbows. Draw the low belly up and in. Look straight down. Keep drawing the belly up and in. And then look straight out. Now we're going to press up. So really step one is actually curling the toes under, coming almost into like that Malasana. You're going to bring the hands down in front of you. Now open the heart and lift your chin. Press the hands down. They're like a foot, no, maybe 8 inches in front of the toes. And think about bending the elbows a little bit like we just did. It's not impossible. You're like, wow, I'm actually thinking about maybe doing crow, but even if I don't do it, that's great. I did 2 steps, right? So now draw your belly up and in and just think about not lifting the toes off the floor, but just shifting the weight into the fingertips and shifting back, not lifting at all. So you're just doing this like rocking motion and you're opening the hips and you're drawing the belly up and in. Good. I think a couple of us hands can come a little bit further away from the feet, like Alicia, maybe Molly, and I can't see the others. Yeah, so we're rocking forward onto the toes, scooping the belly up and in. Next step, maybe like 1 toe comes off the floor. That's it. Keep engaging the core. Don't think about anything else. Think about just shifting, rocking forward and back, and maybe 1 toe comes off the floor. Nice, Catherine. Come to child's pose when you need a break. Awesome job. Well done. Then maybe you come to child's pose because that was a lot. If you feel like you've tried crow already like 5 to 10 times, or today you kind of want to go for it a little more, then you'll rock forward, scoop the belly up and in, Think about more of a cow or a cat back, and maybe one whole foot comes off the floor and then the other. And you're thinking about the first and second chakra, all the way up to the third, the solar plexus, all zipped up. Super good. Nice job. Yay. Nice, Carmen. I love when Cherie posts all these on Instagram too. The Utkatasana with your husband was the best. She's like, wait, I'm trying to focus. Now come to child's pose when you guys have had enough. Well done. Good job. She did it. She's like, I got it. You had it before, but maybe it was longer today, right? Awesome. So we went, Rome wasn't built in a day. You guys are trying Crow earlier in your practice, I'm sure, than I did. I literally was like, I'm at the theater, I'm watching a show. People around me are doing advanced things. But you guys did a couple steps, or you did a full Crow today, wherever you're at in your practice, and just applaud yourself for that every time. Applaud yourself for your efforts. Again, root chakra, right? Every time we try something, be that kind of nurturing parent in your mind that says, oh my gosh, amazing job, no matter what, right? The one that you always want to hear. Take another breath in. And another breath out. We're going to tuck the chin to the chest, slide the hands in. And then I know that's a lot on your wrists. So when you're sitting up like this, we're just going to bring the fingertips in toward the body and the palms facing forward. So the fingertips are like 3 or 4 inches in front of the knees. You're just pressing the palms forward, or the wrists forward, and then opening the heart. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, maybe walk the fingertips forward and the wrists forward a little more to stretch them more. Relax the shoulders. Feel the stretch in the hands, different tendons in your forearms. And exhale. Nice, so bring the hands back. And then we'll just find a table pose. Bring the right leg straight behind you. Curl the spine in, like the low ribs in. And as you exhale, hug the right knee in toward the belly, arch the back. Look in between your hands. Maybe you slide the toes along the mat, or maybe the foot floats through. And drop into that left hip. Relax the shoulders. And then exhale, press the hips back. And we'll slide the right heel a couple of inches out in front of you. Take a deep breath here, half splits. Exhale, maybe your hands are on a block or two and you fold forward into yourself, into your truth in this moment. What do you want to say to yourself with all your heart? Breathe into that. Curl the toes in, deep breath in. Feel that in your body. Feel it in your whole energy system. What do you want your cells to be saying? Thousands of new ones every second. Let them be greeted with a beautiful message. Exhale, bow inward. Inhale, lengthen. Number 3, deeper breath. Engaging that second chakra. Belly draws up and in. And exhale, just folding inward. Inhale, rippling up like a wave. Maybe you're going into a fuller split, walking the hands a couple inches forward, maybe sliding the heel forward or staying right where you are. Never want to injure the hamstrings because they take a very long time to heal, as I've experienced. Exhale, folding. So ahimsa, non-violence to yourself and others, being gentle with your body. Deep breath in. Exhale, folding inward. One more breath. And exhale, folding inward. And we'll slowly press up into your lunge. You can walk the hands to the inside of the right foot. Lift the left knee, and we'll walk the hands all the way around to a standing forward fold. Tuck the chin to the chest, let the head hang to the mat. And exhale, just let something go. Shift weight into your toes. Feel the heels like almost lift up. Draw the belly, really scoop it up and in. And exhale there. And one more deep breath in. Lisa. And hold. We'll slowly walk the hands to the front of the mat. Bring your lunge, open the heart. Step the left foot forward, bowing inward. Root down to rise, arms reach out and up. Notice the difference in your left and your right leg. After the hamstring stretch, come onto your toes, reach through your fingertips, lift the chin, lift your heels higher, stretch and lengthen. Open the ribs and the heart. Lengthen the neck. Exhale, heels lower, dive inward. Right foot to a lunge. Right hand roots to the earth. Left arm reaches up to the sky. Send the right heel pressing back and the left shin forward. And left hand to the mat. Left foot to plank. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, knees to the mat. Walk the hands in under the shoulders. So bring the left leg straight to back behind you. Draw the low belly up and in. Evenly rooted in all fingertips. Take weight out of your wrists. Maybe you can even let the palms of the hands feel like little suction cups, taking weight really out of the wrists, pressing into the knuckles. We'll hug the left knee into the belly, step it through to your lunge. Sink into the right hip. Then we'll shift the hips back, pick up the left heel, and slide it forward. So the left hip draws back, the right hip draws forward. Inhale up onto your fingertips. Lift the chin. Exhale, bend the elbows, bow inward. Inhale, lengthen. Hands around blocks or on the mat. Exhale, folding inward, getting quiet, going within a little further. Allowing yourself to be in that safe space in your body and your temple. Inhale to the count of 5. Can you exhale to the count of 6? Breathing in, let the breath ripple up like a wave from the hips to the heart. And the crown of the head back an inch or two in line with the shoulders. Lift the chin and let your heart radiate energy out. Exhale, folding deeper. Good. Inhale, maybe straightening that left leg all the way. Right knee is on the mat. Exhale, folding, maybe starting to go further into your Hanumanasana, the leaping monkey god that was flying through the sky. Hindu mythology. Last breath. Exhale, relaxing shoulders. Beautiful job. Make your way with ease and grace back to your lunge. Step that right foot up to meet the left, bowing deeply. Root down to rise. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Go onto your toes, reach for your highest self. And exhale, hands to prayer. Bow your shin to your chest. So look down towards your toes in your mountain pose. Spread the toes wide. Now we have Razi on my mat. Relaxing shoulders, hands to prayer. We're going to take a tree pose. Good. You're going to bring the left hand to the left hip and just hug the right knee into the body. When you're ready, you can bring that foot to the inner thigh. Remind yourself you are amazing, balanced, rooted, grounded, supported. Maybe the foot comes to the inner calf. Relaxing shoulders, opening the heart. Feel the knuckles pressing into the sternum of your chest. Feel that connection of your thumbs with your heart chakra. And that energy radiates through your fingertips. When you're ready, arms reach up. Can you lengthen the chin away from the chest? Think about the throat chakra, right? What you need to say to yourself, to others, or what have you said too much of? Throat chakra, right? Balancing that, beautiful blue color. Growing, glowing, radiant. Just the right amount of communication and the right speech. Right mindset. Feeling your third eye. Tuning into your intuition. Knowing that you are exactly where you need to be right now and everything is exactly as it should be. Trusting your inner knowing that has gotten you to exactly this place. Bring our hands to prayer. Hug the knee into the chest. Shake that out and shake it off. Shake out both legs. Come back to mountain pose. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Feel the even balance underneath both feet. Right hand to the right hip. Bring the left knee up. To the other side. So bringing that foot when you're ready to the inside of the thigh or the inside of the calf. So taking this in stages just like the crow pose. When we lose our balance, it's usually because we try to come into it too fast, right? So balance takes time, just like when we try to leave the house too fast and we forget our wallet and our keys and everything. So balancing and rooting into tree, if you try to do that, it doesn't work. But if you root and take steps, balance, engage the core, the chakras. You don't go to the next step until you're ready for it. Then it should work out, and if it doesn't, it's like, well, who cares? And it's just a tree pose in a yoga class. We're not solving the world's problems. We're just breathing with loving kindness into our body and our hearts. Sending that out to everyone in this group as well. Acceptance, loving kindness. Get wobbly, smile, laugh, and let it go. When you're ready, you can bring the arms down, hug that knee into the chest, shake out both legs, shake out the hips. And step back to the front of your mat, sink the hips back behind you, bring the arms back. So for skiers pose, we gotta honor all the snow we have everywhere. Think about your sit bones, right? They might be drawing straight back. They might even be drawing like in, but we wanna free the energy in the root chakra and the hips. So feel those sit bones straight back and then kind of out, right? Your glutes are pressing back and out. Left glute, left and back, right glute, right and back. Easy for me to say. Feel your toes lift up off the mat. Scoop the low belly in. It's the last breath. Good. Well, exhale, just bow forward. Bend the knees left and right. Shake the head. And we'll step the left foot to a lunge. Root down into the left hand, sweep the right arm up. Inhale here. Lengthen the crown of your head out in front of you, the left heel back. Exhale, right hand to the earth, right foot to plank. Take a deep full breath. And exhale, knees to the mat, child's pose. Well done. Bring the elbows to the mat and your hands at prayer over your head. Finding that intention that you set when we were in that seed shape over an hour ago here. Notice how your body feels. Notice how you feel. Then we'll bring the hands to the earth, gently and slowly roll up. Like a seed growing. Oh, hi, Razzie. Shift the hips to the left. Bring the legs out in front of you. Curl the toes in toward the face. Press the heels forward. And we'll root down into your sit bones. Bring the arms out and up. Reach through the fingertips. Take a deep breath in. Stretch the torso and the crown of the head up toward the fingertips. A little bit bigger of a stretch. And then exhale, just dive forward. Inhale, lengthen. Fingertips are either on the shins or on the mat, on the sides of the feet. Exhale, folding inward. Inhale, lengthen. Curl the toes in. Open the heart. Exhale, folding inward. Maybe walk the fingertips forward. Inhale, lengthen. Belly draws up and in. Hips pressing back and out to the sides. Exhale, folding, stretching the lower back. Last breath, lengthen here. Exhale, bowing inward. We'll bend the knees, tuck the chin to the chest, and slowly drag the feet in. We're gonna come all the way onto our back, so scooch the hips forward. Hug the knees in and just give yourself a great big hug. Rock from side to side. And maybe if you'd like to, take a happy baby pose. Or just keep giving yourself that hug, rocking left and right. Happy baby, peace fingers to the toes. Noticing what else along the sides of the spine needs a little bit of loving massage and connection, kind of rubbing it back and forth into the earth. And then we'll take one more breath right wherever you are. As you exhale, we'll bring the feet flat on the floor. Thinking about, once again, the root chakra, the left and the right sit bones. Pressing down the second chakra. Slowly start to rock the low pelvis, the lower belly, kind of in and then forward. Just to engage the core and warm up the lower back. A little more. Next time you tuck the tailbone and bring the pubic bone towards the belly button, start to press and roll the hips up to the sky. And if you want to, you can interlace the hands behind the back, making a fist in bridge pose, or just have the arms down alongside the body, palms flat on the floor. Draw your chin away from your chest. And think about that magnificent rainbow of beautiful chakras from the root to the crown. And the energy pathways of the left and the right side of the body. And your breath and your circulatory system and your nervous system, endocrine system, keep breathing in. Feeling your magnificent, beautiful, radiant energy body, your physical body, your emotional body, everything in harmony, balanced, rooted through the toes, lifting in the hips, open in the heart. We're going to slowly lower the hips down to the earth on your exhale. Let the shoulders rest on the earth. Open across the upper back. Bring the arms outside to a big T, reaching to the sides of the room. Relax the back into the earth. We'll hug the knees into the chest. Just drop them over to your right and look at your left shoulder. Take an inhale here. Exhale, soften the shoulders. Inhale 2. Exhale. Inhale 3. Deep, full, slow breath in. Left shoulder rooting down, left hip on top of the right. Exhale here. We'll hug the knees into the chest. Wrap the arms around the shins. Just rock from side to side. Bring the arms out to a T and then drop the knees over to your left. And look over at your right shoulder. Deep breath here. Stacking the hips, rooting down through both shoulders. Exhale, let something go. Thinking about what poses you'd like before Shavasana, if any. Maybe you're ready to roll all the way on your back. After hugging the knees back into your chest, you have had enough on that side. Maybe you'd like a shoulder stand or legs up the wall. Think about what you'd like in this moment for your next pose or for Shavasana. Thinking about the frequency that your energy is really vibing at now here. Picturing the rainbow of beautiful chakras within you. Red and the orange, especially first and second. Even more healthy and balanced. Letting go of unconscious programming we are sometimes not conscious of, but it affects us. So with consciousness and with loving kindness, we see the truth, our truth, and we let go of any other messages that live within our body. We see them, we let them go. If you're resting in Shavasana, let the ankles turn in and the toes turn out. Let the whole back rest on the earth, palms facing up. Let your body melt into the earth. With the fingertips and the thumbs pressing up to the sky, thinking about your pinky finger as representing the element of the earth. And feel again the support of Mother Earth. Imagining that seed shape we were in and where we planted it and what we planted into the earth. Feel that energy radiating through your pinky fingers and both sides of both hands. And then your next finger represents the water element. See if you can let the next finger feel watery, liquidy, like that second chakra, Svadhisthana. You can feel the water flowing through the whole body. Remembering much of our body is made of water. The brain and the heart, about 73%, and the lungs, about 83%, the skin, 64%, the muscles and the kidneys, 79%, even the bones are watery at 31%. So feel that fourth finger next to the pinky. Feel it watery. Connect with that element within you. Take a deep full breath in, resting the whole body on the earth. And a deep breath out. Give yourself time and space to rest. You deserve it. You so deserve it. So your middle finger on both hands represents the element of fire. So let it feel hot. Connecting that to your solar plexus chakra. And we find the fire in our will. And then the next finger, your pointer finger, is the wind. Let it whisper and breeze through that finger. And the element of the breath and the wind within you. Beautiful wind, like you opened a window and the breath just flows through the whole body like a huge, fresh gust that brings a release, sweeping anything away. Deep full breath in. Exhale, sink softly into the earth a little further. Noticing your thumbs on both hands. Connecting with spaciousness and space, ether. That is the element of our thumb, the five elements, and all digits of our hands. Connected with the throat chakra, Vishuddha, picturing that vibrant blue in the throat chakra. Ether and the spaciousness in your thumbs. Between the regions of air beyond the clouds. Soften the whole body, relax into the earth a little bit further, letting everything go. Feel spaciousness, wind, fire, water, earth. Let's take a deep, full breath into the body. Exhaling, letting that go. Gently begin to wiggle the fingers one at a time. Move the head left and right. When you're ready, just slide the knees in toward the chest and roll over onto your right side. Resting there in fetal position and noticing if there were any salient moments, consciousness you'd like to take with you off the mat. Maybe jot in your journal on the first or the second chakra, around anything that came up. Just to get it out, get it on paper, and maybe let it go. Maybe hold on to it if it was something beautiful. Gently press up to a seated position. Once again, connecting, hands of prayer at the heart, bowing your chin. Honoring, once again, your magnificent, miraculous self. Send so much love throughout your whole body with this very next breath. As you exhale, imagine that love is being sent like a warm blanket over others here in this class. Connecting us all. Hands up to your third eye, bowing to the wisdom and the divinity within you. The light within me honors and bows to you. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here today. Beautiful practice. Thanks, Cherie, for asking for the challenging flow. And we did the, let me see if